Now you may know about the skin mod, which is a mod which I've covered on my channel before. The video on it is on the screen now. And also Path of Titans recently showcased it in their first ever mod showcase video on their channel, which is a very nice video, by the way, and I recommend it. Now today I'm revisiting this mod because I actually have something that is fairly important and very interesting to be talking about regarding this mod. And it's not skins at all. You could probably tell by the thumbnail and the title. We'll be talking about the skin mod's dinosaur roster. Yes, a skin mod is getting a dinosaur roster, an official dinosaur roster at that, and it's very neat. Of course, if you haven't heard of this mod, I do recommend you go check it out. It's got some really cool skins. I recommend you check out my video on it because then we could get that to 1,000 views. How about that? That'll be pretty neat. Other than that, guys, the timestamps for everything in this video are on the screen now. If you do enjoy this video, feel free to like and subscribe. But other than that, let's get right into it. Yes, you heard it here straight. This mod, the skin mod, yes, a mod literally called the skin mod, is not just skins. It's going to have dinosaurs as well. And this was announced recently. In fact, the day I'm recording this, it was announced. And I was like, you know what? It's a video, so I thought I'd cover it. And, well, the lead developer, SN, for this mod said this in the Discord server. Hello everybody, as some of y'all may know, I've been hyping up this announcement for some time now. I've been working hard on pushing content for the skin mod for about half a year now, and I believe it's in the best interest of the mod to take some crucial next steps while we've captured the attention of the community at large. It is my pleasure to announce not only the fact that I've recruited the extremely talented Aristopteryx into the dev team, but also the fact that I'm going to be branching off into making a roster of playable creatures for Path of Titans. Honestly, this is amazing to see in my opinion. I absolutely love new dinosaur mods and I'm very excited to see what comes out of this mod, how these dinosaurs will look, how they'll stack up against, you know, the likes of KTO, Primordial Tyrants, and the other mods like JFD's mods and Asylum and stuff like that. This mod will feature a lot of creatures from land, air to sea, with dinosaurs, fish, pterosaurs, amphibians, and a whole bunch more, even a mammal and an arthropod. This mod will include 26 brand new creatures to the game. Alongside this mod, you'll also be getting the skins that are in the mod as well, so it's going to be very fruitful, and I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing more skins anyways come out for this mod too. I am very excited for this mod. It will vary nicely from the KTO and Primordial Tyrants mod, and it's a lot more manageable because it is a smaller mod pack at that, so it fits nicely onto community servers because at the end of the day, it just doubles the number of dinosaurs in the game. So, without further ado, let's continue this and cover the land creatures. Now in this video I'm not going to be splitting it into dinosaurs, where it's carnivores and herbivores, and then other stuff for the land creatures. We're just going to go in through it all because there's dinosaurs and then there's one non-dinosaur as well for the land creatures, and we only have 10 creatures, albeit for the land creatures. So let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Firstly, let's start with a non-dinosaur, the only non-dinosaur in this land creature list, and this is Inostransevia, which is a gorgonopsid from the Permian period, a period that was before the dinosaurs, before the Triassic period. It's known for having Dimetrodon and stuff like that in that time frame, which is very nice. This is a very nice creature, and I love the addition of gorgonopsids to the game. It's definitely one of my favorite areas in terms of time because I think they're very unique little critters. Next up, we're moving into the carnivores, and we see two mid-sized carnivores come to the game. These are Martiosaurus, which is a Piazzanizzi-Casaurid theropod dinosaur. I've definitely messed that up. I cannot say that word. I didn't even revise it. I've tried to say it in the past and I've messed it up, so I just went balls deep with that one. And we also have the Belisaurid Majungasaurus, which is a very nice looking dinosaur as well, and I can't wait to have that in the game. But I'm very excited for Martiosaurus. It's like a little tiny Allosaurus in a sense. Next up, we move into the first land apex. This is Neovenator, which is technically a mid-sized or small apex, more akin to the size of Suko, maybe a little bit smaller than Suko, but it still fits as an apex dinosaur. And coming in, we have another Tyrannosaur to come to the game. This is the fleet-footed Albertosaurus, which would end up being the 4th Tyrannosaurine to be added to the game, because we have the likes of Alioramus, Daspletosaurus, and Tyrannosaurus, which are already in the base roster, eventually when Daspleto and Tyrannosaurus are added. With that, we get 5 additional herbivorous dinosaurs as well. Firstly, we get the ever so tiny Heterodontosaurus, which I hope isn't as annoying as JFD's Nano. Next up, we have a very small Ceratopsian, which is Zuniceratops, which I kind of like quite a bit. In addition to this, we have our first Nodosaurid to come to the game, and this is Edmontonia. This is a very nice looking dinosaur. I have a soft spot for Nodosaurs overall. I think they're just kind of underappreciated because you've got Ankylosaurs, and then Nodosaurs are just in the shadows. Next up, we have another Ceratopsian, and this is Pentaceratops, which will be the 5th Ceratopsian, including the base roster and Zuniceratops. And finally, we have a massive Hadrosaur, which is Allura Titan, which is an absolutely beautiful looking one at that. What do you guys think about the land roster? Let me know in the comments down below. And next up, we have the flyers for this mod. Truthfully, there is only 3 of them, and it kind of ties into the next section because the next section only has 3 creatures as well. However, let's just talk about them because this is a different gameplay style. We have 3 flyers. These are all pterosaurs, and you can see the wingspan on all of these from A to C. C is the same length in terms of its wingspan as the length of Majungasaurus, which I think is pretty neat. And A, the smallest pterosaur in this roster, is Dimorphodon, which is a very nice and small flying reptile that would be kind of going down an insectivorous and fishing lifestyle in terms of the game. Secondly, we have Ludodactylus, which I believe is either in KTO or Primordial Tyrants. However, I do believe that this was removed from whichever mod it was in for unknown reasons. I think they replaced it with something else. And next up, we have the biggest pterosaur out of this roster, the one that is wingspan size of the length of Majunga, and this is not a Quetz or a Hapsigopteryx. This is Ornithocheirus, which is a very, very big pterosaur. And fun fact, it was the first pterosaur that I ever knew about when I watched I think it was Walking with Dinosaurs that had it. I believe it was, I'm not too sure. However, it has a soft spot in my heart. Anyways, we have 3 extra flyers. It adds to the roster of flyers in the game, kind of fleshes it out nicely. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Another thing that is coming to the game that only has 3 creatures in it is the semi-aquatic roster. Now, the semi-aquatic roster, you'd expect at least a crocodile in this. There technically isn't. There is 2 amphibians in this roster and a mammal. In fact, this is probably the first semi-aquatic mammal that we are getting in Path of Titans. Let's just go ahead and straight into it. This is Ambulocetus. This is one of the ancestors of the whale and is a very interesting looking creature, and I can't wait to have this one in the game. Personally, I really want to see something like this in the game. Yes, we have the cougar and we have the wolf, but this is so much more unique, and I just think it's a lot more better to have this in the game. 1, it's semi-aquatic, and 2, it's an unknown ancestor of the whale. Next up, we have a big semi-aquatic critter that you all will know and love. This lived alongside the dinosaurs and is Coolosuchus, and is a very big looking dude. Coming up next, though, we have an even bigger dude, which kind of has a body plan kind of like the crocodiles. This is a smaller critter compared to the big Sarco, though. This is Prionorisuchus, which looks absolutely badass. I love this creature. This is one of my favorite amphibians out of, you know, the early Triassic amphibians. I really like it. Let me know your thoughts about this one in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure this is Permian, or is it Triassic? I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's Permian. Correct me in the comments down below. Is it? It might be. Let me know in the comments down below if it's Triassic or Permian. I'm pretty sure it's Permian. I'm not too sure. But let me know in the comments. Finally, we have the other biggest roster in this mod pack, and this is the Aquatics. Now, the Aquatics is on par with the land creatures because this adds 10 new critters to the game, which is absolutely brilliant. We get the base 4 from the stretch goals for semi-aquatics, and then we get 10 brand new critters which will be coming to the game. I'll be going in terms of their length or size. In terms of this, I'm going to be starting off with the smallest critter in the roster. This is a shark, and this is Stephanocorphus, which I've definitely messed that up, so I'm going to say it again. Stephacanthus is the first creature in the aquatic roster. Then let's roll up and go into an arthropod next. We have Pterigotus as the next creature. This is a very interesting one. I don't know how this one will be playable. I would rather see this as an AI because I don't know how it will work in the game. What's it going to eat? How's it going to survive? It's probably really slow and it's probably not going to survive. Next up, we have two small marine reptiles. This is Dolichorhynchops and Ramaliosaurus, which I've definitely butchered both of those names. I do apologize in advance, but they're pretty neat nonetheless. Next up, we have the first ichthyosaur in this roster. Stenopterygus is the ichthyosaur in this roster. I've never heard of this one before. It's very interesting to me, but have you guys heard of this one? It's very unknown. I don't think it's in any of the mods, so that's nice to hear. Next up, we have a absolutely massive fish, we have Zephoctenus, which would actually be rather terrifying in the game. It's basically a massive piranha. Think about the big fish in the game already, but with razor sharp teeth and probably swimming faster and coming straight for your ass. You would not like that at all. And imagine a swarm of them. You wouldn't like that either. It's quite terrifying. Next up, we have a marine reptile once again. This is the Elasmosaur Styxosaurus. Then next up, we have a species of marine crocodile, a metriorhynchid crocodiliform, which is called Plesiosuchus, which at first I thought was a mosasaur, but it's not. It's a crocodile, which is very interesting to note. And finally, we have two massive sharks, Heliocoprion, and the other one you all know and love, and you probably knew was going to be in this mod pack when I mentioned massive sharks, Megalodon, which is pretty neat nonetheless. What do you guys think about this aquatic roster to come to the game? Let me know in the comments down below your opinions on it. Other than that, guys, this is the most unexpected reveal for a mod roster, because the skin mod I wasn't expecting dinosaurs or aquatics or flyers or a mammal or an arthropod or amphibians. I wasn't expecting that, I'm not gonna lie, but it's very neat to see that SN is branching off here, and I can't wait. I hope and I wish big things for this mod in the future, and I cannot wait for when the first dinosaurs drop. They probably won't be coming till later in this year, maybe next year, because I don't think they'll be ready anytime soon. But you know damn well, as soon as a new mod drops, I'll be covering it on this channel, and if you are looking forward to that, let me know in the comments down below. And if you are new and want to see more stuff like this, be sure to subscribe. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.